gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savings, Be liking my flavor, I think it's cars. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist. Watch out for this. I never switch, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist.
I was legit ever since I blew back all on my hey back then didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my 50. Hey, slick then hit with the back then used to out the zip. Blind back then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things pull out the bip. Suck to a nut, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip. Crush.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Denver Broncos. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Don't let it breathe. Don't let it breathe. Play that time. Man, Eddie. Breathe, defense. Check. Check. Hey, dude. 45 the mark. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On first down, it's Darnold. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. Well, that's tough. You come in here, you dial up that pass play on the first play from scrimmage and get it picked.
And you know, coaches always talk about we prepare for every eventuality. You don't even mention this as a possibility when you dial up that play, right? Instead, they throw a pick, and now they're behind the 8 ball on the road to get things going.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Check.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Going to give this time to the tailback. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Darnold. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Darnold under pressure now. Darnold, and he goes down. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is. Tyler Lockett, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Tyler Lockett with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Now a give running right is Love. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Down. 70, Indy. Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Hey. 4 down. 2.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This is fielded at the 7. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Squeeze. You get blocked me. Hey, more of it. You get blocked me. Check.
3rd and 2, Darnold. It's complete to Lockett. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run the counter.
Good one.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. On 2nd and 15 now. Darnold. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Preston Smith in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
My 40. No chance. Here we go.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. Going deep now for Herndon. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
A gain of 31 yards. And the Jets first down.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Here we go, son. Mike's 4. Okay, let's get that ball, lady.
From the 50, it's Darnold. Herndon's got it complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Check motion. 40's Mike. Hey, 80.
To throw again on 2nd down. Darnold. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Darnold to throw again. And it's caught by Herndon. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Come on, fellas.
First down.
Squeeze. Get this one. Check. Hot route. Hot. Check. 40's Mike. Let's go, D.
A first down throw, Darnold. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked.
Goose, young lady. Hey, 40's Mike, right there. 40's Mike. Hey, son.
To try again after the sack. Darnold, and he's got it complete to Anderson. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 13-yard line. Darnold now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down.
Check Mike 40. Get in the way. Red 80.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Man open, it's Goodwin. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up second and 12. Here's Darnold. And Anderson's got it. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing again is Darnold. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And his kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So you're a boxing guy. How do you score that on your boxing card? A very long drive, but 3 points.
And I really want to do my boxing analyst voice right here, but I'm going to keep it normal for us, right? I call it a draw. That type of a drive has to feel good, right? You take it all the way downfield, you control the ball, control the clock. But they only got 3 points out of it. So defensively, it could have been worse, right? So I give it a draw.
In your face.
Block off of play action. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
Oh, boy, I know you felt that one. I know you felt that one.
Ready, ready.
50. Hey, let's get this, get this. Slam, slam. Check.
X3, 218, chopper. Ready, ready.
From the gun on third down, Locke. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They do go for it. It's Locke. He's got his tight end Fant. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
Ready, break. 6-6, bullet high. Switch. Hey, seam 6.
52's the mic, boys.
80 weapon.
Switch up. Hey.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. This is the tight end Fant. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
On second down, Freeman. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On third down, Freeman. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 39. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll run with Love. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
It'll be Love to try and get the first. And an alley to run. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, this game's ripe for the taking, and that run, I think it means he wants to take it.
Not only does he want to take it, he doesn't care what they're going to do on the defensive side of the ball. You can be prepared for him. He's coming at you anyway.
Here's Locke to throw. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Michael Gallup with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point from McManus is good, and that makes it a 17-10 score. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
From the 29, Darnold nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. Darnold now to throw. The catch made by Miller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Goodwin, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Now it's Darnold. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now Darnold. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Hey, Charlie.
Back to throw, Darnold. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. To throw is Darnold. Looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
We got this.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
A 2-yard pickup brings us 3rd and 6.
Watch that Topper!
To throw on 3rd down. Lock. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Welcome back now to Denver. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the 4th. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Lock gonna go on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Darnold. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line.
Hey, 50's a mic, 50's a mic. Here we go, here we go. Here we come, 132 fighter.
On 2nd down and 4. Lock. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Hatchet. Check 3. Two draw Corkers. Undercrunch. Now.
From the gun on 3rd down. Lock. He's got his big tight end, Fant. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver 1st down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. On 1st down, here's Love. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. So the loss of a yard, and now 2nd and 11 from the 24-yard line. Staying on the ground, it's Love. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. Freeman with a fast feet, and he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator is going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Here's Love again. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time it's 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, here's Love. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Pull it high. 3 down. Shift. He's coming. We got double up. Check 37. Check it.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
You don't want no problems with me.
So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd down, Love. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey, hey. High 7. 52's the mic. Bring it over there, right? General West. All day, play. 52's the mic, boys. 52.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Take 4. Take 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Love. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This from 54 yards away. Kick is absolutely perfect. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. And from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10.
Hey, Echo.
Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Love. And maybe a measure of revenge in the line. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add